Raider is an iOS exclusive that focuses on speed and precision. Maneuvering around lasers, missiles, flamethrowers, and more is something that actually feels fun. That is, if you actually decide to not hide out of the range of most enemies. Unfortunately, the ride is incredibly short, with runs lasting only 20-ish minutes at most, and the controls without a controller are difficult to manage. All of this is only compounded by the lack of leaderboard, which is one of the game's biggest selling points. To be honest, the gameplay feels great, but once you've finished it, there isn't much left to do. There isn't much in terms of a major story or mechanics. You navigate a spacecraft and shoot lasers at enemies as they appear. Occasionally, those enemies will drop power-ups, and this will allow you to be more lethal for a short period of time. Each kill, gem picked up, and level of accuracy contributes to your overall score at the end of the game. While it offers multiple difficulties to choose from, and it does fundamentally change gameplay, such as getting rid of your minimap, there's no incentive to do so outside of personal masochism. You'll find key cards in the cave that can be used to open doors and get to a reactor and blow up the core. That's basically it. It doesn't seem like there's any mission variance, but the map, I'll give it credit, does seem to be randomly generated. The gameplay feels great. I will specify that this is with a controller. The analog sticks allow you to be more precise with your movement, and therefore allows you to take more aggressive angles, making the game faster. Without a controller, you're likely going to take a slower approach, clearing out enemies in your line of sight. The power-ups actually feel impactful, even if they often are just more lasers. They also last for a much shorter period of time than one would like. It does a good job at creating a tense game, with stray missiles and collisions costing a significant amount of health. There were multiple times that I had to run from danger and regather my bearings because I had such limited health. Unfortunately, the worst part of the game is its replay value. There isn't much here. There doesn't seem to be access to an external leaderboard, and even recording your score does not always seem to be consistent. Also, I've alluded to this several times, but the controllers do not feel great if you don't have a controller. Even at the lowest sensitivity, your spaceship feels too fast and you're going to be dying to walls rather than enemies more than you would like. Lastly, I wish the game had a bit more game modes, missions, or some big bad boss. I was very underwhelmed after completing the game, and I found no reason to go back as there was no level of meta progression that was noted. Overall, Raider is a simple game. A twin-stick shooter in space may just be the game that you're looking for. If that's the case, priced at $199, it's a no-brainer. Otherwise, I would have a difficult time recommending it. No leaderboards in an arcade game, limited dynamic experiences, and controllers as sensitive as they are make it more of a chore to enjoy than it should be.